Lila sighed, her breath visible in the chilling autumn air. Tonight, the moon was full, casting an eerie glow over the old Whitmore Mansion. Ever since Lila had inherited the property from her late uncle, strange occurrences had become a nightly routine. Unsettling whispers echoed through the hallways, and shadows moved of their own accord. Lila was determined to uncover the secrets of the mansion and put an end to the haunting. She sat in the grand library, a room filled with dust-covered books and cobwebs. A sense of unease settled over her as she opened a leather-bound journal she had found hidden behind a loose brick in the fireplace. The faded pages contained her uncle's meticulous notes about the mansion's history, tales of tragedy, and the dark folklore surrounding it. As she read, the temperature in the room seemed to drop, and the whispers returned, clearer now, as though someone stood just behind her. Refusing to give in to fear, Lila turned the page and found a map of the mansion. It pointed to a hidden chamber beneath the east wing. Gathering her courage, she decided to follow the map. The east wing was the most decrepit, with sagging floors and peeling wallpaper. The air was thick with an unpleasant odor, like rotting vegetation. With each step, the whispers grew louder and more frantic. She reached the spot marked on the map, a section of wall that appeared solid but revealed a narrow staircase when pressed. Descending into the darkness, her flashlight flickered as if reacting to the presence of something unseen. Finally, she found herself in a dimly lit underground chamber. The room was furnished with antique pieces, and at its center stood a large, ornate coffin. The whispers crescendoed into a cacophony, almost as if they were urging her to flee. Heart pounding, Lila approached the coffin and lifted the heavy lid. There, lying in repose, was a figure pale as snow, dressed in funeral attire centuries out of date. Suddenly, the figure's eyes shot open, glowing a sinister red. The whispers took form, ghostly apparitions that filled the room, their faces twisted in eternal anguish. Realization struck Lila. Her uncle was not the victim of a tragic accident, but the guardian of a dreadful secret. A vampire lay imprisoned within the mansion. The vampire rose slowly, elegant and menacing. He spoke in a voice as cold as the grave. "Thank you for setting me free." Utterly terrified, Lila stumbled backward. The ghosts, now revealed as souls trapped by the vampire's curse, swirled around her. The vampire took a step forward, a predatory gleam in his eyes. But as he moved closer, the apparitions formed a protective barrier around Lila, their whispers now one of encouragement. The vampire hesitated, his power weakened by the collective will of the ghosts. Summoning every ounce of her bravery, Lila reached into her pocket and pulled out a silver crucifix, a family heirloom she had almost forgotten she carried. The vampire hissed and recoiled, his form beginning to disintegrate.